folks, we are back. Season 3 premiere of Crunch Time, the #1 football show in the mountains. David Jones, Darryl McCoy, producer KJ on the boards. David, I'm excited to get back at it.
Me too, man, and it's a lot better being home in the mountains.
Yep.
Being able to do this, and we keep it more mountain, and it's gonna be more. How can I explain it? It's more of us.
Yeah.
You know, this is where we're from. This is where we founded this at, and you know, this is where we want to keep it pushing with the mountain kids.
Ryan Center says, let's get some football talk in. We're going to be doing a ton of football talk today, and definitely want to thank our gracious sponsors that come on board this week. We want to thank Trailhead Bar and Grill and Logan Bank and Trust, our 2 newest sponsors, so make sure you guys frequent their business. And last but not least, we want to thank the folks at Trailblazers Outfitters. Yeah. You know, David, I've always wanted to know a place where you could go. I mean, not everybody wants to invest in a 4-wheeler or a side-by-side. At Trailblazers Outfitters, you can actually go and rent them.
Oh, really?
Yep, right in West Williamson. So if you want to hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails for a weekend, go to Trailblazers Outfitters, and they've got you covered.
We might need to do that. Go camping or go hunting or something.
Yeah, I'd love to. Definitely, but it's going to be after football season.
Yeah, definitely for me. As you can tell, my eyes may be a little puffy and stuff because, you know, we've been grinding.
Well, Dave can't go anyway. There's too many bugs out there for him. We can't go.
Hey, I got bug spray. As I've been back home, I've been getting acquainted with, you know, with my peoples here. But at the same time, is they understand that I don't do bugs. The bugs know I don't do bugs, and they don't bother me like they did in Lexington.
Well, David, you don't do bugs, but you know, when we come up here for media day, and we've been up here twice since then, and there's a bear sits right outside your locker room. So I don't understand the bug problem when you don't have a bear problem.
Yeah, well, the bear, I guess he's just a friendly piece to what's up here. I don't play that.
Yeah,
I don't play bugs though.
Guys, make sure you hit that like and share button as we get started here. We got our traditional followers on. We got Clyde Dingus says, glad football's here. Billy Chambers watching from West Union, Ohio. We got our guy Mark Cook in the house. So, guys, make sure you hit that share button. Let everybody know we are on live. David, it's been a heck of a day. Today, I had a doctor's appointment this morning, so got in the car, went to Pikeville, and I got a phone call that nobody ever wants to get. My wife, I got my shorts out of the dryer and I left it open. When I got in the car, something just wasn't right. Well, got a call and my wife had turned my dryer on with a cat in it, my daughter's cat.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
That cat has been through a lot.
It's been through hell.
No,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Is it okay?
Well, right now it's seeming like it. I mean, we just took it to the vet. Had a kitten stuck in it, so went and had it fixed and had that kitten took out, and then when we got it, she bathed it, put it in cold water, and got its temperature back down, and right now it seems to be like it's getting better and it's going to be all right. But it was in there for like 3 minutes, man. And you talking about, that was a call you never want to get, especially when it's your daughter's cat.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, that like they say, if the cat survive, they do have 9 lives.
Yep, absolutely.
So I mean, I don't know if it's a saying or if it's true, but on that cat, it's true.
And another thing on the way here, I come through the Kermit Lenore way, and what are they doing at the Lenore exit on the 4-lane? Why would you put a red light on the 4-lane?
I can honestly say I haven't been in the Lenore, Naugatuck area.
Yeah, you went to Logan the other day on the 4-lane, didn't you?
No, we go
44.
We go 44.
Oh, okay. Well, right there on the 4-lane where the bank's at,
right? Yeah.
In Lenore, they put red lights there. And I was sitting there. Do you realize how many
on the 4 lane?
Yes. Do you realize how many car wrecks is going to be? How many businesses is going to be costing thousands of more dollars a year? I don't know why they put it there, but I mean, couldn't you imagine tow truck owners coming down that hill, or tow truck drivers coming down that hill and having to stop at that red light on a dime? I mean, the wear and tear.
The tow trucks. That's the dangerous
That's what I'm
part.
saying.
Absolutely.
And even if you're coming uphill, you want to get your speed up. I mean, imagine, the wear and tear it's going to put on the transmissions, having to, go from zero all the way up that hill. I mean, that's just a horrible. I don't know why they're doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. We may need to invest in check and see what's going on there.
I don't know if mine and your quarrels will stop them from doing it. But
no, they for sure not going to listen to us.
No.
I promise you that.
What I've heard on it is they're trying to cut down on the wrecks that happen in that intersection. So they wanted to put a stoplight there to cut down on the traffic coming. And I always had wrecks right there, real bad wrecks.
They are?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I just don't. I mean, honestly, my first thought process is I thought I was like, yeah, they're going to set it right there, and they're going to get people running that red light because people ain't going to want to slow down coming off that hill, and that's what my first thought was, another revenue, for the state. But I mean, I hope it works, man. But I mean, it's going to cost a lot of people a lot more money. I know that.
Yeah.
But so we got a lot of football talk too. Stephen Castador says it is about time for crunch time. Said Gus and April Sloan says great show, shared. Jack Stett tuning in, and we got David Ferguson says, who is David coaching this year? David is coaching Mingo Central. David, let's talk about that. You come up here, you come home. You're from Maitland, you come back from Mingo County, and you're getting to coach the Mingo Central Miners.
Yeah.
What's that mean to you, and how has the first few weeks been?
Oh man, it's you really can't explain it at all. Like it's a feeling that you can't explain. Everybody always attached my name to Belfry because I went there for the 2 years. Mm-hmm. But Red Jacket is where I'm from. That's who made David Jones. Yep. I always say Red Jacket made me, Belfry, raised me. Yeah. And that's who made me, and to be able to come back home and literally coach the kids who I watched grow up, who was family to me. Yep. And Mingo is just special to me. I'm a West Virginia kid, and through, I've always been taught never forget where you come from, and I never have. There were circumstances that I had to get away and to ultimately, do what I needed to do to make sure I succeeded. And, I did that, and I never forgot where I come from. The opportunity arose to be able to come back home and, and lead the Mingo Central program. And, I mean, it was a no-brainer. Regardless of the situation, my sights was always set, which you already know this. I was going to be coming back home regardless. My sights was always to come back home here, regardless where it was going to be at. But there was only 2 places that could bring me back from Lexington, and the number 1 spot was Mingo Central. And the number 2 spot was a college team. Well,
I got to ask you this. This is something that every one of our fans are going to want to know, and they're going to want to hear your answer, including myself. But since you've come up here to Mingo Central, a lot of Pond Creek has kind of put you as public enemy number 1. I mean, you're up here on Miner Mountain now. I mean, the program that you spent your whole life building and bleeding for. How does it feel knowing that a few of them? I mean, most people still love you, but there's a few of them that you've become public enemy number 1. How does it feel, being that and having them thoughts from Belfry people towards you?
I mean, of course it hurt because I've done a lot for the Belfry. Mm-hmm. As I know that they've done a lot for me personally. I've done a lot for them also. So yeah, it hurt, but at the end of the day, I'm a big boy. I mean, I played ball. I've been coaching for 10 years now. I've been called every name in the book. But I'm a man of faith. So it is what it is. When I was at Phelps, I was all Phelps.
Yeah.
When I was at Bourbon County, I was all Bourbon County. When I was at Belfry, I was all Belfry. I'm at Mingo, I'm all Mingo. You know, and it is what it is. You know, like I said.
People they don't forget, or what people don't know is that you still love Coach Haywood. You're loyal to him. That coaching staff, Belfry still got that special place. It's just for you to do your job right, you've got to be all in.
Yes, I mean, yeah, Coach. You know, I know. Of course, you know, I don't ever say nothing. I don't care what people say or talk about, whatever. But you know, Coach Haywood is hands down, you know, the best.
Yep.
And that's never going to change. I don't care how some of them dudes over there think about me, what they think. That's never going to change, and that's never going to change my opinion about him and Miss Haywood and all the things that they've done for me personally. That's never, ever going to change. At the end of the day, David Jones is not the only one who's left Belfry and gone somewhere else. You got Hager, you know. I can keep going on and on and on and on. You know, and my whole thing is, like, I talked to my mom. Yeah, I was feeling down. I talked to my mom about some things and stuff like that, and you know, and the main thing that, you know, she talked to me about, if they really loved who you was or what you done for them and what you continue to do, you know, then they would be there for you. And if they don't, why worry? I honestly, you know this more, Mel, than anybody. I literally do not care about other people's opinion.
Yeah,
That's
one thing.
You know, like, I don't care about other people's opinion at all.
In your dream scenario, I mean, I can't speak for you, but, you know, I mean, me knowing you would be Belfry and Mingo Central win a state title,
Absolutely, man. Like we can all be successful. Look at 2016.
Yep.
We can all be successful. Like we can all be successful without hating on one program or hating on this program. Because I can tell you like this, 100%, we worry about Mingo Central here, and that's it.
Speaking of some of the stuff, I mean, you talked about, you know, I mean, as Belfry has gave to you, you gave to Belfry. This is the 20th year anniversary of the 2003 state title, the first ever state title, and you was the star running back on that team with Doug Howard. You know, 20 years. Does it seem like it?
It don't, you know. I got to talk to a couple of guys about that or whatever, and you know, it's a little bittersweet for me because of everything that's happened and all that, you know. And I'm not gonna go back to it, you know. I just don't feel a part of anything no more over there. So, you know, you know, it's just. But at the same time, you know, I talk to my brothers and stuff. They understand where I'm at and why I don't want to bring all the attention to me if I do go and show up and all that. So, but I mean, that's huge. We done something that no other Belfry team that did. You know, we was the first.
Yeah.
And we did it, and we did it with pride. You know, we brought a lot of pride back to the Belfry community. And then, you know, we continued that. We was the first group that started that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that was very special. I know we got a lot of guys that's going to be coming in for it and, you know, coming to the game and all that good stuff and hanging out that weekend. So, I mean, it's going to be very special. Like I said, it's bittersweet for me because everything is going on and all that. And, you know, of course, you know, I won't go over there.
Yep. All right, guys, as we're getting broke in here, the producer is saying commercial break, guys. So this is, as we go to commercial break, we want to also make sure people know you can get Philip Haywood's new book at Food City in Lawrence County and in Belfry, which Belfry's Food City's tore down right now, but we'll try to get all the other places.
And Double Quick also.
Yeah, I forgot about that. They signed a deal, Double Quick. You can get it at your local Double Quick, so make sure you go get Coach Philip Haywood's new book, guys, and we're going to take a commercial break. We will be right back to talk about your favorite team.
If you're looking for a great selection and a great experience for your next Harley-Davidson, come on down to Mountain State Harley-Davidson here in Del Barton, West Virginia.
We have new 2023 models in stock and ready for delivery. Special financing available.
Or choose pre-owned with one of the largest inventories in the tri-state area with great low prices.
Visit our showroom filled with licensed Harley-Davidson apparel and more.
Don't write that check until you check with us, Mountain State Harley-Davidson, 61 Priest Bottom Road, or visit us online at mountainstatehd.com.
Looking for a great selection, great prices, and a great experience on your next ATV, motorcycle, or side-by-side? Come check out Kiefer's Kawasaki.
Our #1 goal is to offer you the best power sport experience at a great price.
Like this new 23 Kawasaki Teryx 4 for only $17,999. Before you write that check with us. And remember, your adventure starts here at Kiefer Kawasaki. Route 44 South, Jerry West Highway in Logan, or visit KiefersPowersports.net.
Trailhead Bar and Grill in Mapleton, West Virginia is making sure trail riders and locals are staying happy and full. One thing's a guarantee at Trailhead is great food and great service. Come watch your favorite ball game, have a party, or we'll host your events at Trailhead Bar and Grill, proud supporter of the Mingo Central Miners and all mountain athletes. If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
We are back here on Crunch Time Season 3 premiere. David Jones, Darryl McCoy, producer KJ on the boards. David, we got James Maynard says state title coming to Lawrence County this year.
Hey, listen, I coach some guys from Lawrence County. Hey, I'm on that train. They are some, when I say some studs, they are some studs, dude.
I think Lawrence County is going to surprise
They're going to surprise a lot of folks.
Justin McCoy says, what up, guys? Said Dave looking good. Weston Robinson says, hope you and the Miners have a good season.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, David Ferguson tuning in. Stephen Cassador says, glad Crunch Time's here really to do, or he said he's ready to do some play-by-play. Let's see. We got Heather Carter says, thank you guys for posting kind words about Xander. And in the past, talking about Xander Carter for action.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I know. I definitely know Xander. Absolutely.
Daniel Gillespie says that D&D logo in the back is sick.
Shout out to Bree.
Yep. Yep. Mike Conley says, finally, it's football time. Said, glad to see you guys back in. And we'll read some of your guys' other comments as the show moves on. Guys, if you got topics or comments, make sure you get them to the comment section. If you got questions, we'll get to them too during the show. But David, as we move on, well, we'll talk about the Mingo Logan because we got a video we want to show in a little bit. But let's move on a little bit and talk about, as the year kicks off, we're going to go over game by game, each game this week. But right now, when you've looked around the mountains, if you had to say, okay, here are your 5 power teams in our coverage area. Mm-hmm. Remember, the 14th region we're covering now. So 14th region fans, you're here. We've added you. So remember, that's part of it. But your 5 power teams in the mountains, and I know this is based on nothing.
Right.
Because they ain't played a snap yet. But what's your 5 power teams right now?
In order?
No.
I couldn't do it in
5,
order.
Just
okay.
5.
I mean, of course, you got to throw out Belfry.
Yep.
Johnson Central, Pikeville, Lawrence County. And that's where it gets hard because there's so many other names that I can say in this 5.
Yep.
That, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could say.
So you got Lawrence in yours?
I already said Lawrence.
Okay.
Yeah. But there's just so many more. Of course, I know I want to say Raceland.
I would replace Raceland with Lawrence in mine. And if I had to pick another one, I think it would probably be Breathitt.
Oh, yeah. See, I got to get my 14.
Region,
I got to get my 14 region. Yeah, Breathitt is definitely in there.
Yeah.
Breathitt is definitely in there. I got to get my 14 region back.
Yeah.
But they are definitely in there. Absolutely.
So
I would take out Raceland, put in Breathitt. So I'll have, and this is no order, Belfry, Johnson Central, Lawrence County, Pikeville, and Breathitt.
Yep, that's.
Did I say Breathitt twice?
No, you said it right.
Okay.
And I would just replace Raceland and Lawrence County in mine. KJ, are we missing anybody that you would throw in that power?
Because don't be coming when we do these picks. Don't be coming. He's slick. We caught on him these last 2 years. We caught on with him, man.
No, I kind of agree with you, Darryl. I would replace Raceland with Lawrence County.
Yeah, and that being said, Lawrence County, they got everything clicking right now. I just worry because they're missing 2 backs that help them be one of the top rushing teams in the state. Their 2 backs graduated, and I think
Lawrence?
Yeah,
they got some studs. Like I said,
yeah.
I coached them in the FBU.
There's another one too, Ashland. We wasn't thinking of.
Yeah.
Ashland's loaded. Ashland's loaded.
Listen, you shouldn't have gave me a top.
And I think Boyd County may be in that mix somewhere this year.
I can see them coming out too.
Yeah.
Seriously, because Coach Ferguson, he's still over there.
Yeah.
Correct? He's a Wayne County. He's from Wayne.
I mean,
West Virginia.
Ashland returns the same team that beat Belfry last year in the playoffs. I mean, they didn't lose nobody.
Yeah, but you got to understand too. Belfry was nicked up bad.
Yeah.
Last year they was very nicked up. I'm making excuses, of course,
Yeah.
but I like to see them in a healthy bunch going in there. Playing them.
Well, I think Lawrence County is going to be interesting this year. Because
Winston Robbins, I agree. I agree. Hazard also. Hazard's going to be a surprise.
Well, here's the interesting thing there is their OC isn't there anymore. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I want to see.
How you getting this info now? I've been working too hard on the mountain. He's coming in stealing my clout, man.
Yep.
You supposed to be basketball, man. Come on.
Well, he's not there, so Dan Howard. I think he's going to be the one stepping in calling the plays, and I want to see. I know.
Well, he's from Belfry guy. Is that correct? I think so.
No, I think Dan Howard's from Corbin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or Leslie County 1.
Okay.
He's the brother of C.J. Howard that does show.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I think they graduated a lot there at Hazard. They still got a stud quarterback coming up, but I want to see how they adjust to having a new offensive coordinator.
Right.
But they're definitely going to be good.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
get me wrong.
That middle school they got.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Well, speaking of their middle school, tomorrow night we will have Hazard Middle School right here on D&D Sports Network facing Fleming Neon, and then Letcher and Jenkins will play.
Okay,
so
nice.
We
get this debut of Jenkins Middle School. It's been a long time.
Yep, long time. So be interesting to see there. But in Lawrence County, now here's going to be the interesting thing. They graduated them 2 power backs, and we know that the line, they got a really healthy line coming up, but I think you're going to see Lawrence County throw the ball more than what they normally do, because they've got Coach Tom Frazier coming up from the middle school level that won the state title last year. He's coming up, and he's going to be the OC for Lawrence County.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I like
that.
That's a good move by Coach Short.
Yeah.
That's a good move.
It's going to be interesting to see what Talon Pollock can do under center there. Lewis Rattler says Belfry lost a lot of players, transfers, and graduated. They're still Belfry.
They're just fine. They're just fine.
His coaching style and everything is why we let Tegan go. It's going to be a heck of a year. Now,
Tegan's a stud for us, man. He's one of our starting linebackers. He'd be starting as a true freshman.
Okay.
And I know we'll get into all that, but he's a stud. He's literally he'll put you in a reminder of a Josh Hope, Doug Jr., G. Childers type of linebacker. He gets up in there, gets his nose dirty.
We got Aaron Maynard says, I wish my good friend David Jones the best of luck on Minor Mountain. Said love number 64, Braden Markham on Belfry's O-line. Clyde Dingus says in the Belfry Middle School has won 3 state championships.
Yeah, they're studs.
Now, Mike Conley says Johnson Central will face 90% of that Power 5 that we mentioned.
Listen, Johnson Central is the team.
Yeah.
And who did they play? They scrimmaged the other day. It was Big Dog, Capel Millen. They destroyed Capel Millen.
Johnson Central did?
Johnson Central destroyed them. Carter had 2 TDs, whatever, long run. He Carter's back.
Yeah.
Carter's back.
Well,
he's back.
We also got Ryan Sanders says, thanks for talking about the Bulldogs. They are getting back to good football.
You're absolutely correct, every bit of it. Yeah. And they just hired my man for soccer too. So they're about to get ready on that end also.
as we move on and we look at them teams, I tell you a team that I think is going to shock a lot of people this year, and that's Martin County.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, and honestly, what is so crazy about Martin County is they're looking. I know it's Martin County.
Yep.
But don't strangle me, but they're looking like the Shelton Clark teams when they had Nate Moore whenever they threw the ball around and stuff, and they're really good.
Listen.
I'm gonna be picking them a lot this year. I know that.
When you look at Martin County, I mean, they got Big Tate Crum at center. That kid, he had a big summer, picked up a couple offers. You got Madden Miller's been putting the work in.
All of them had. Like you said, I remember you said that. I think you on Coach Keatley's show.
Yeah,
I think so. And I mean, yes, they've been rolling in. Whatever you coaches is doing at Martin County, keep it up. That's what we need in the mountains.
Well, what the big difference I've seen is all of them has been posting all summer long.
Yep.
Them living in the weight room.
That's it.
And they're putting in the work in the weight room.
Yep.
That's been the difference.
That's it.
Now they did lose their quarterback to Johnson Central.
Right.
But I'm hearing the kid that's going to step in is pretty solid. So
it don't seem to me they missed the beat. Nothing towards the kid who left. I know he's a heck of a player.
Yes, he is.
I mean, a heck of a player.
Johnson Central got a stud.
Yes, they did. And but all credit to Martin County because them boys have really just not missed the beat. They have been my surprise of the summer.
No, and here's the thing: a lot of people don't even know yet is. They've had a influx of basketball players come over to the football program.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Dre Duff's going to be playing.
Wow. See, that's what it takes.
Yeah, Devin Maynard's playing.
That's what it takes.
McKenzie and Sturgill, I think they decided it wasn't for them, so I don't think that they're going to play. They come out, but I don't think they're going to play. But, I really like what they got going over there, and I think Martin County is gearing up for a special season.
I do, too.
It's going to help them, too, the redistrict.
Right. That was another thing I was going to mention. That redistrict is going to help a lot of teams, in our area.
Yeah, that's...
especially, I think it's going to big time help Pike Central.
The Gus and April Sloan says... glad you guys are covering the 14th region this year.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and we
too.
know we're ready for some Kaiser Sloan action.
Hey, Kaiser, listen. Kaiser, I've known Kaiser since he was at Knott.
Yep.
And I thought that young man was literally gonna, be one of the best in the mountains.
Yep.
And my God, he is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's an absolute. His poise, how he carries himself. I really enjoy watching that kid play. I stalk his parents' Facebook all the time, watching his stuff. Keeping up with him, and he's a stud. He's gonna play. He's gonna play on Saturdays.
He's got some good wideouts
yes,
too
he
this
does.
year. Derek Fields coming back is going to give him some speed that they was missing last year, and I think the Commodores. They're going to be a team that is, they're going to start winning ball games that they usually drop. Like everybody knew you was in for a fight when you faced Perry.
Yeah.
Well, I think this year them ball games are going to become wins instead of close losses.
And I think what is Coach Dixon's 4th season with them, or second or third, something like that.
I don't know. Let us know.
I think and I'm a big Dixon fan.
The producer's sending us a commercial break, guys. When we come back, we are going to talk about top 10 quarterbacks, the Dirty Dozen. We will release them when we come back. You guys can let us know what your thoughts are. Come right back, and then we got Pigskin Pick'em later, and we got a loaded show where we're going to talk about just about every team in our coverage area. Come right back and join us.
Southside Buildings and Carports and Southside Shed Hunters of Louisa, Kentucky offers shed hauling services up to 16 by 52 long buildings. We also have lofted cabins, utility cabins, garages, man caves, she sheds that you can customize and order to your wants and needs with many different options such as workbenches, shelving, transom windows, and much more. You can go to the location or buy using 3D Builder's online order system. You can build right from your own home. We offer metal garages and carports that are built to any size and installed right on your property. For more info, call 304-928-0060 or 304-928-0062. Here at Southside Buildings and Carports, we've got you covered.
Looking for a new pharmacy? Howard Family Pharmacy offers fast and friendly service and convenient drive-thrus at both locations.
Here at Appalachian Medical, our team has extensive experience in dealing with respiratory disease. That's why we specialize in respiratory products and disease management. We want to bring our knowledge and know-how to help patients live a healthier life. Appalachian Medical was developed by clinical professionals. We have more than 30 years of combined experience in respiratory disease management, case management, critical care, and more. Our respiratory therapists are skilled and compassionate. With offices in Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, let us be the ones you trust with your medical health care. Gracie and Tate merchandising has become a staple here in the Danville and Madison community. They'll make sure you find that treasure that's been eluding you. Everything you need under one roof. New items at discounted prices right here at Gracie and Tate Merchandising. Go Skyhawks!
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be, for generations to come.
We are back here. David Jones, Darryl McCoy, producer KJ on the boards. You're watching season 3 premiere of Crunch Time, the #1 football show in the mountains. Now, David, have you heard the big uproar about the movie Blindside? You've seen Blindside, right?
Yeah.
And you played with Michael Orr in the NFL, right?
Mm-hmm. Mike was my roommate.
Oh.
Yeah, Matt was my roommate when we was in training. That was my roommate.
Wow.
I met Miss Tootie, awesome lady.
Yep.
She called me Mr. Kentucky.
Okay.
You know, because I played with that little, and then I had an accent, and she was like, she said, "Where are you from?" I said, "West Virginia." You know, and she absolutely loved that. But it was me, Mike, Jared Cook, and KJ Garrar. That was our little room. They roomed all SEC together.
Oh, okay.
And stuff, but yeah, man, I know a lot of bit about it because before the movie come out, he has a book.
Yeah.
And whenever he got drafted and all that was our year. We was there, and he took a bunch of us and we went to the book signing with him and all that good stuff. I actually got a book in one of my boxes somewhere from him, but. I seen everything that was going on and all that stuff. I can honestly say that, I don't even really want to even talk about it like that, but it's not true.
Yeah.
It's not true. Just not going into it and going into the personal stuff that we've talked about. I've talked about with him personally and knowing the situation, it's not true.
Yeah, they said a lot of it was, and that's the thing. When you make movies, a lot of people understand, there's a lot of stuff added to make the movie good. But the interesting thing, is he's suing the Tuohys and saying that they got a lot of money from that and he did. Mike,
great human, man. He great human, but in some cases, you get the wrong people in your ear, and they think it's just like, for an example, everybody think that we are millionaires here at D&D Sports Network. That is so not the case.
But they don't see us broke down on the side of the road for hours on the way from Lexington in the company vehicle. They don't see us struggling to pay bills. Listen, I mean, this is a growing company, and we are the biggest, and are going to continue being the biggest and best. But right now, the perception, people think you're a lot bigger than what you are.
Right.
And Michael Orr in that situation, the two things that first come to my mind when I heard he was suing the Tuohys was, one thing is he must have managed his money wrong in the NFL, and which most athletes do.
Right.
And second was, at the end of the day, I don't know the whole situation, but when the movie and stuff come out, even he was talking about how grateful he was for these people taking him in and raising him. You know, you had the same situation. I mean,
absolutely.
You had Dadu Cook, come in and raise.
Yeah, I'm forever grateful. That would, like I tell you, that's my dad.
Yeah, that's what. And at the end of the day, to go and to sue them like that, I mean, that's your family.
Well, you got to understand this too, and a lot of people got to understand this. And just in my situation, Dadu never knew that I was going to do the things that I did. I was 12 years old, I think, 11, 12 years old whenever, he came into my life.
Yeah.
Had never had no relations with my mother or anything like that. He come into my life and, he knew that I needed the help. He was the reason why I went on to do great things. But he never knew, and people never know, they didn't know what was, you don't know the future.
Yeah.
There's anything could have happened. I could have done anything with my leg, broke legs, not ever played again down in my life. But, that wasn't the case. That's just like Mike's case. They got him whenever he was struggling. That's a true story. When he was struggling in high school, that's a true story.
Yeah.
His mother was always in his life, but it was a presence in and out.
Yeah.
The thing about what they had to do is ordinary for him to consider Ole Miss. They had to adopt him in a way or be over his stuff because they are boosters.
Yeah.
And it's a little funny situation because sort of similar, that happened to me at Kentucky.
Yeah.
So, our compliance come in whenever they do, I graduated, whatever, we're about to play in the Liberty Bowl.
Yeah.
I had to go to the compliance office because they bought me a Hummer.
Yeah.
A kid like me is not supposed to have a Hummer. It was an
Yeah.
H3 Hummer, nice little Hummer and stuff. And a kid like me is not supposed to have it. I'm a college kid, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they literally, they hemmed me up and I almost wasn't going to get to play in it. And then, Coach Brooks come in and listen, this is his dad.
Yeah.
Y'all all know that this is his dad. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. But long story short, nothing came about it or whatever, but they did flag that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of tricky stuff.
It's crazy how stuff like that, it could have easily costed you a season or got Kentucky on probation. But now you're seeing players sign a deal for a $90,000 Ford Raptor. I mean, at the end of the day,
boy,
if they don't
look at
go back,
LeBron James. He was in a H1.
Yes.
with TVs and everything like that.
Yep.
No, man. But that's just a short story. But that's what Mike. So Mike had to sign that so he could consider Ole Miss because they was legally boosters. They was boosters for him.
Okay.
So for that to happen, they had to become some type of legal form for him to be able to consider Ole Miss, so it wouldn't be like a sway thing.
Yeah.
If I just come in with you and you be like, hey man, you need to go to Kentucky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. So.
Yeah, and it could happen. I mean, very easy.
Yeah, and it was going to because Tennessee was ticked off. He didn't consider Tennessee because Ole Miss.
Well, let me ask you this: with the way the NIL is, and players are allowed to receive money and make deals for themselves now and make money off their name, image, likeness, do you think that they should go back and give a man like Reggie Bush his Heisman?
Absolutely. After I watched the Johnny Manziel, absolutely, dude.
Yeah, I watched that too. That was crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah, after I watched that dude was living.
Yep.
Man, I thought I had a nice little car. Man, that dude was a millionaire. You hear me?
He was out partying in Vegas and then fly back and go to these games on Saturdays.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
But absolutely, man, they should have done that. They should give him his Heisman. And I think they should because Johnny Manziel was doing that when he won the Heisman.
Yep.
And it blows my mind. So I'm thinking that something's going to come about with that.
And I've always thought, anyways, that Reggie Bush. Listen, it's sad that happened to Reggie Bush because Reggie Bush, in my mind, let us know, folks. But I can't. In my lifetime, I've never seen a more dynamic college player. I know back in the day that Bo Jackson, Reggie Bush, Herschel Walker was major stars in college football, but Reggie Bush was by far the most dynamic I've ever seen.
Hands down,
Yeah.
Reggie.
So-
Hands down. He's one of my all-time favorites. Besides Michael Vick,
Yep.
As far as the running back position and the guy that can return, the athlete,
Yep.
Reggie Bush is all-time.
That
All-time.
I agree with you there. Sugar Shane Belcher says D&D Sports Network should be the #1 sports show and better get awarded it. Now,
I like it, Sugar Shane. Hey, I need to see. Hey, Shane, bro, we need you to come out of retirement and handle this redneck brawl stuff. Hey, I need to put some betting on. I gotta win some money back. I need you, bro. We can split it 50-50. Holler at me.
I went to school with Sugar Shane Belcher, and when he was 17, he was taking fake birth certificates and fighting grown men in
Hey,
the
he's
rough
a
and rally.
stud,
And
dude.
he won so many
Yeah.
that he can't fight
I know.
anymore. But
We can work on some things.
He was ahead of his time. I mean, everybody else was brawlers, throwing haymakers, and
Yeah.
he was a legit.
I can
Golden
remember.
Glove
Yes,
boxer.
absolutely. I can
Yeah.
remember here clearly, man.
Yep.
He was nice. His speed.
Yep.
I mean, and he was a go.
He's good.
Yes, he
good.
is.
But speaking of the awards, we will never win an award because the people that give the awards are other media outlets. So we will never win an award for the best sports show, even though that you can look at the numbers. Numbers don't lie. This week, I wasn't going to go over this, and I'm not going to mention no names. But for instance, there was a video out this week, and you guys, if you dig, you can figure out who it is. But a video of this athlete in our area, and we shared the video because it was on the athlete's page, and this athlete has a chance to win a very big award, like the most prestigious individual award in the state. And for that to happen, everybody's got to come together, and
Absolutely,
this come to find out, a local media outlet, I guess somebody at work there had made the video, and then they started blowing our page up on Sunday night. They got bored. Now it was on there for like 4 nights, so you knew it was just a case of boredom. But they ended up blowing us up, so we had to take it down. But at the end of the day, I just want you to say, listen, sometimes it's more, and I promise you, we're not making a dime off that. So, sometimes it's more than that. The only person you're hurting in that situation is the athlete.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, just like, that company needs to promote it around here, because they do got a following in the city they live in, but that athlete needs D&D Sports for a statewide audience.
Yeah,
we don't have
absolutely.
AP voters in Eastern Kentucky. So
not like that. And we actually have AP voters that is with us.
Yeah.
That we work with, and we send them things, and they take things from us. So that's how we're getting certain kids.
Yep.
Certain prestigious awards and stuff like that. So
I mean, and that's what
you
they
got to
don't understand.
Listen,
is
I'm
our
co-owner.
voice.
I'm co-owner in D&D Sports, and I want every media outlet possible to do anything for our guys. And I'm saying that, please you can do anything for our guys. Just contact me, because the more that we get our kids out there, the more that they're going to get. Each media outlet do not have the same following.
No, they do not, and that's
That's
the thing. D&D Sports, for it to reach a statewide audience, D&D Sports has to post it,
Yeah.
and that's what we are the mountain's voice downstate.
Yeah.
So the only thing you're hurting is the kids, and it was just poor form in my mind.
Yeah.
And
it was childish,
especially when me and you personally treat this media outlet very good and help them all we can.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Is I treat them good because they have some good workers there, and I have a lot of respect, and I was raised like that.
That's it. Yeah, and that's the way it should be. But, sorry to get me off, but
no,
you're talking about awards. It ain't,
we'll never get that. We'll make our own up and take a picture with it.
I would love to one day, because we've worked very hard at this to get it to the best, and it'd be awesome if, somebody did. Now, a company like WYMT are good allies of ours, and they may name us sometime or something. But these local ones around here, they'll never do it.
No, they don't like us too well.
So, have you seen the RPI and the way that Kentucky has changed it?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, I think it's a good change.
Yeah, I think it is too. It's a little better than last several years, whatever. But I think it is too. Yeah,
because the thing is, I think what it says basically, you're not going to get points for losing to a good team.
Right. That's basically how West Virginia is now, also.
Yeah. And what you'll do, or West Virginia is who I speak to. Yeah, West Virginia. A lot of teams will go play these powerhouses and still get points.
Right.
For losing to
right.
them. When at the end of the day, it's hard for these smaller programs that's good to get games.
Wheeling Central plays 2 West Virginia schools on their schedule.
See,
because they're single A, so you don't want to take an opportunity to try to play them knowing they're good. They're really good. You don't want to try to play them and then you get beat, and that hurts you in the standings. So that's going to help them out a lot. So there's no dodging teams or good teams or whatever, or smaller school teams. There's no dodging it anymore, and everybody, I don't care. We'll play everybody here. So it is what it is to us, and as everybody knows, we got a schedule that shows that this year. I didn't make it. I was inherited it.
Well, and that's obvious. When you look at the schedule, y'all got the defending state champ, Independence coming in.
Scott.
Scott.
And we got to play Tug. Tug is one of the top schools in single A. They're honestly picked the sleeper of single A.
That Haiti Ford's got a really good program down there. So we're going to get all to that, because we're going to talk about each and every team that's playing in week 1. We're also going to talk about the West Virginia teams. We're going to, when we come back, we're going to talk top 10 quarterbacks, or the Dirty Dozen, so top 12. And we're also going to talk about the top stadiums in the mountains. And then after that, we're going to go into picking games, talking about teams. So make sure you come right back here on Crunch Time with David and Darryl.
This is Bruce Walters from Bruce Walters Kia. By now you know Kia is a great vehicle, and you know they come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. So why should you buy from Bruce Walters Kia? At Bruce Walters Kia, we're going to change your oil for free for life. And what you do with that money you save is up to you. Come check out the 2022 Kia Carnival and the 2021 Kia Sorento. Only at Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville. Or shop us online at brucewalterskia.com.
Let the folks at Double Quick help you start your 2022 off right. They've brought back the Bourbon Pecan Coffee for a limited time only. You can also quench your thirst with the great deals on fountain drinks they offer daily. Double Quick is your one-stop shop for everything. They offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can stop by one of their many storefront locations spread throughout eastern Kentucky. Stop by and let Double Quick make your day better. At Giovanni's Pizza in West Logan, we got subs, calzones, wings, pizza, and more. Stop by today. Great service with great deals. We also got a newly renovated and remodeled dining room where you can enjoy your game day celebrations or relax after a trail ride. We look forward to seeing you at Giovanni's in Logan, West Virginia. Come on down to Three Guys Pizza and Brew in Williamson, West Virginia. We're located on the corner of Harvey Street and 3rd Avenue. We got great deals on pizzas, sandwiches, and more. You get great service with great pricing. Enjoy your birthday or ball games with us here at Three Guys Pizza and Brew. Look forward to seeing you.
We're back here on Crunch Time, Season 3 premiere. The David Jones, I'm Darryl McCoy, producer KJ on the boards. KJ, we got a lot of people tuning in. Cameron Warwick says he's watching. He's the new PE teacher at Johnson Central and leads 606 Elite. So
hold on. Basketball?
Yeah, his Kean's older brother.
Yeah. Okay, that's big time. I like that.
So we got Chris Pullum tuning in. Says great show. He's giving my town a shout out. Our friends up there in the Ashland area.
Absolutely, they do a great job up there.
Doing an outstanding job covering the 16th region.
I'm actually going to be watching them tomorrow. They saving me a trip.
Baby T. Sexton says top 5 players in the area.
So Baby T is my agent, okay?
Yep.
A lot of people don't know that, but she's my agent, all right? Top 5 players in the area. They all are from Mingo Central. You already know. I can't pick top 5.
Listen, there's some studs.
They are some studs here. That would be something that I would literally have to go home and get all kinds of information. Like that'd be hard.
Yeah,
that's a good question.
I would have to think the Harley Quillen's tuning in. Coach Harley Quillen.
That's my guy, Harley.
Listen,
good luck this season, big dog.
Check this out, guys. If you're wanting to know about Betsy Lane football, Harley Quillen is doing his best to get the brand and the name out there.
He's doing a heck of a job, too.
Before we go to this top 10 quarterbacks, check out the video here of Betsy Lane.
It's all led to this.
Man, I got this
It's a 60-minute drive for a 60-minute game. After all the miles we've traveled, we're almost there. After all the hours we've worked, one more can make us legends. After all that time, this is our time.
Betsy Lane Bobcats, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with, they graduated a lot of talent, including, super athlete Brady Robinson, but they got a young quarterback in Carter Parsons under center. They got a lot to be excited about right now.
Oh, yeah, and hey, Coach Quinn, man, that's big. I know what you're doing with the program, promote it like that. Continue to be great, man. That's every bit of what we got to do for our kids in our program, dude. And I see you making graphics, videos. Y'all guys got it going on at Betsy Lane. And before I forget here, I got to give a big shout out to my QB, Paul Jr. I love you too, big dog.
Pot County attorney Paul Howard Jr. tuning in.
My quarterback.
Ashley Dalton tuning in.
That's my quarterback, y'all.
But as we get going here, let's talk first about the top 10 quarterbacks, or the top 12, the Dirty Dozen. We release it every year, the Dirty Dozen.
I haven't seen this yet.
Yeah, you've not seen it.
I'm excited to see it, and I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I'm excited to see it.
It's gonna catch you off guard because, like I said, you've not seen it. So I will.
And I'm gonna have some questions now.
There it is. It's up.
Okay, here we go. Coming in at number 12, Mingo Central Minor, Chris Ross.
We're gonna rise that this year. You hear me, Chris?
That's just talking about Ross. He's one that I think had the potential to be up toward the middle of the list, but. Last year people's not got to see a lot of film on him,
right?
Under center. So, he's got a chance to change a lot of people's perception as the season goes on.
I totally agree, dude. That's huge. I mean, that's huge for him to even be, considered on this list. We work hard for our guys here at Mingo. All us coaches do, and And what he has done, the buzz he has created, him and Coach Sammons this summer, they have put in the work.
They absolutely have, and you know, as you move on, remember in this list here, guys, a lot of it is the opportunity that the players get, and a lot of it is, you know, what they've done in the past,
right.
And a lot of it is, you know, our sight and our mindset on how good we think they are. You know, the two kids that's not on the list, like for instance, Chase Varney at Belfry. He's a kid that's as talented as you know, 90% on this list. Yeah. But he's not going to throw the ball 90 times. You know, he's in that Belfry system, and it's hard to make lists like this. But if you go watch this kid at camps and stuff,
he's stud.
Yeah. So if that kid, you know, you'll see, for instance, when we get on up here, Tyson Sammons. If Chase has that kind of year this year, you know, even with him just wins, losses, and his leadership, it will get him up on that list. Another kid, Jaden Brumfield at Man. He's a kid that could be top 5 on this list, but he didn't come out till last minute, they said. So they had another quarterback already taking snaps, Sanders. So he's Brumfield right now, we're hearing, is not going to be playing quarterback for Man. He's going to play up some other positions. Right. So he's a kid that's a top 5 quarterback but won't be playing, as is Drew Berry at Logan. Not playing quarterback this year, from what they said. I don't know. Did he play? You played him.
Yeah, he came in, played some quarterback.
Did
he? Yeah. He came in. They was 2 quarterbacks. He came in. He looked really good. I mean, real good. He came in, and then the other kid.
I don't know who the other kid is.
There was 2 of them, but yeah, they both played.
Now moving up to the number 11 spot, Landry Collette out of Leslie County. The Fighting Tim Couches. You know, Landry Collette is a kid that come from South Laurel, I think, South or North Laurel, transferred over to Leslie County and had a big season last year. And he comes in at number 11. Number 10, Rhett Holbrook. Now, we spoke to some of the people. Listen, we've covered Rhett a few times, and we spoke to some people that cover him on a daily basis. And they said this kid is just a flat-out leader. They said, you know, his stats may not show it because he don't always have the opportunity to throw it as much as other ones. But they said this is a kid, make no mistake about it, is a top 6-7 quarterback. But they said his opportunities, said what he does on the football field far succeeds, his leadership far succeeds anything that he could ever do in the passing game. Yeah. So coming in at number 9, Max Pelfrey at Hazard. Max Pelfrey, you know, as we mentioned, he's going to be under a new OC this year. We'll see how he does, but he's a kid that put up some big numbers last year. But, you know, he also graduated Landon Smith, who was one of the top wideouts. So, you know, I mean, we'll see.
Did he come to UPike?
Yeah. I think he went to EKU.
He went to EKU.
He did come to UPike.
Right.
Yep. So, then going down, Aiden Cooper from Lewis County. You know, he's a dual threat quarterback, does it with his feet and his arm. Really like this kid. He don't have the surrounding pieces as everybody else does, but he does most with what he has. Right. I mean, he does really good with what he has to work with. Tyson Sammons from Greenup County. Now, this kid is a monster.
Yep, stud.
Maybe the most unstoppable force on the list.
Greenup County, they had a quarterback a couple years ago, went to Marshall, didn't they?
Yeah, and then he transferred to Pikeway. That's his brother.
That's his brother?
Yeah.
See, I knew it. I remember it. So he transferred to Pikeway, right?
Yep.
That's huge.
So then Kaiser Sloan coming in at number 6, Perry Central Commodore quarterback. David covered the kid for many years, even back in his Knott County days.
Yep.
This kid,
stud.
Yeah, I mean, he passes the eye test.
Yeah, he's a stud.
Yeah.
Like, I got a lot of respect for him as a quarterback.
And I'm hearing there's some Division I programs that's interested in Kaiser.
I would be too.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see there in that rivalry between Hazard and Perry Central. Max Pelfrey, Kaiser Sloan, who has the better season between the two. Then going on up, Isaac Duty, number 5, Pikeville Panther quarterback. Listen, he's a state champion.
Yeah.
I mean, he done it on the biggest level.
He's going to sling that thing, too.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of
Yeah, he's
Duty.
going to sling that thing.
Number 4, kid that reminds me of Byron Leftwich, LeBron Strader.
Yeah, he do, don't he?
He's got a cannon.
He does.
He's hard to bring down, and the kid, he's deceivingly athletic.
Yes.
You know, he can.
He shocked me last year.
He uses his feet well to get out of trouble.
Yes.
You know, and a lot of people think because he's a bigger quarterback that he don't have that kind of speed. Nah, this kid,
he can
got
move,
some speed.
and I wouldn't want to get in front of him.
That's it. The number 3, Matt Fry from Scott. Matt Fry, he's another one.
That one surprised me.
Yeah, he's a kid that could be one.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I think he could be anywhere from that 1 to 4. You know, he's missing one of his star wideouts, Jaden Sharps, this year. It's going to be interesting. I think you'll get to face him, so you'll get to see how good he is.
We already did in the 7-on-7.
Oh, okay.
He's a sharpshooter.
There you go.
That my man can. When I tell you he can get it in there, he can get it in there.
Number 2, probably the most popular quarterback in our area, Russ Osborne from Shelby Valley.
Absolutely.
This kid for 3 years now, or this is going on his 4th year.
Yep.
This kid, in middle school, when we seen that kid, we was like, that kid's a lock to play next level.
Yeah.
And he has went on to have a great career. And this year here is, especially with the redistrict.
Is this his senior year?
Yep. Shelby Valley has a chance to do something special with Russ Osborne under center.
Yes, absolutely.
And then number 1 on the spot, Raceland quarterback Logan Lundy. David, he does everything. He does it on the field. He markets himself well off the field.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is a kid that gets it. This kid will be playing Division I football.
Yeah,
I think.
I totally agree.
Yep.
I totally agree on that.
I think I think Raceland will be Pikeville's biggest threat in Class A, and I think he's going to get a lot of clout, and people's going to know who Logan Lundy is this year. And I think as you get to digging into this kid, the more you find out about him, the more you like him. Remember, he's the kid that saved the woman from the burning house.
Yeah, that is right.
Fire. Yeah,
that is right.
He's a stud. Put it that way, guys. Make sure that you get on Logan Lundy, because I promise you that's a train that's going somewhere.
Yeah.
Producer KJ's telling us to go to break. So when we come back, we'll talk about the nicest stadiums, and then we're going to go into pigskin pickle. So
I'm
guys,
ready for that.
Yeah, I can't wait to see who plays week 1 and who these two pick, and how my picks are going to be so much better. So, guys, we'll be right back here on Crunch Time.
Hi, everybody. Dave Baker here for Citizens Bank in Kentucky. Do you want to love your car even more? How about putting extra cash in your pocket each month by refinancing with new low rates at CBK? It is fast. It's easy. All you have to do is log on to wearecitizens.bank.
Come by and see us at East Kentucky Gun and Pawn. We have handguns, rifles, bows, TVs, video games, guitars, and more. Anything you need under one roof, right here at East Kentucky Gun and Pawn. Proud supporter of the Prestonsburg Black Cats and all mountain athletes. If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza. Stop by Oceana Discount Tobacco today. Nobody can beat Oceana Discount Tobacco's great prices or their great services. You're treated like family from the second you walk through the door. We want to thank Oceana Discount Tobacco for sponsoring today's events. Go follow them on Facebook. Smoking Hot Vape Shop in Inez, Kentucky carries a wide selection of disposable vapes, juice, mods, batteries, and accessories, as well as a great selection of Delta products. Smoking Hot guarantees authenticity of products and allows you to try before you buy on disposable products using a sanitary test tip. Open 7 days a week. Stop in and check them out. Find them on Facebook or visit their website, SmokingHotKY.com, for complete hours. Stop by and see your friends at the end of Route 3. Stop by Smoking Hot Vape Shop in Inez, Kentucky. Carries a wide selection of disposable vapes, juice, mods, batteries, and accessories.
We're back here on Crunch Time. David Jones, Darryl McCoy, producer KJ on the boards. Guys, we got a lot of people tuning in, and there's a lot of people, they said, watch out for Tug Valley's quarterback. Listen, there's a lot of quarterbacks on this list that could have been there.
Tug got 2 quarterbacks. You got Carson Newsom, and
Buddy Markham, is he the other one?
No.
Preston May, the freshman.
I'm sorry, it's Preston May and Todd Nenny's son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the 2 quarterbacks. And when I tell you
Jackson,
yeah. And when I tell Jackson Nenny and Preston May.
Yeah.
And when I tell you,
so Newsom ain't playing quarterback?
I've just seen 2.
Okay.
So I don't really know because I don't know them like that. But I just seen 2, and I for sure know them 2. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you know, it's gonna be a hard decision.
Yeah.
You know, they're both studs.
Yeah.
You know, so it's gonna be one of those things that we're gonna have to buckle down with them. Like I said, we seen them in some 7-on-7. They both was good.
Well, it's a good problem to have.
Absolutely. Yes, it is.
Our guy Jason Blair tuning in, Eric Blair, watching from Anderson County.
Anderson County.
Yes.
Tell Coach Buchanan I said hello and good luck this season.
Hit that like and share button, folks. Listen, there's a lot of quarterbacks that could have been on here. You know, there's a couple stud freshmen coming up too. You know, I would say the ones that was left off the list, the ones that we seen how they come in. The 13th one would have been Chase Varney. Yeah. And that's just because, you know, I mean, we know the kid, we know the talent that's there. His numbers, he may not get the opportunities that everybody else does, but we know what kind of quarterback this kid is, and you know he can sling it.
Oh yeah.
You know, if you watched him in middle school, you can tell that.
Oh yeah.
Then you know, coming up, the Rourke kid from Fleming County is a kid that was right there too, right there at the top. And then as you come in to incoming freshmen, there's a couple really good ones coming in. You got Jameer Knuckles over at Pike Central. You got the Holbrook kid at Prestonsburg, who I think is he's going to be the next big quarterback out of our area.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
He's a kid that I've become very fond of. In middle school, you could just watch the way he would hit his routes, and I mean he's going to be a special talent. And then I'm interested to see how Johnson Central handles the quarterback situation. If the kid that from Martin County, if he'll have a chance to play quarterback, or if it'll still be Jacob Grimm's. Mike Conley, let us know.
Yeah, I'm very interested. I can't wait, man. I'm going to be somewhere Friday watching some football. Actually, I think we may go to Prestonsburg.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Prestonsburg.
Prestonsburg, Leslie County. Me and David will be on the call.
Yes.
You listen, and we're going to get to see 2 of the top 20 quarterbacks in the Bryson Holbrook and Collette.
I had a kid that I coached in the FBU from, and he playing at Leslie County. I can't wait to see how he transitioned from the FBU on to being a true freshman there.
Yeah.
You know, he was a stud too, so, and he's a receiver in DB.
At Leslie County?
At Leslie County, absolutely.
Let me ask you this. When you take a look at the quarterbacks, I mean, somebody mentioned top player in our area, you know, earlier. When you talk top players, you know, very rarely can you say it's a quarterback here in the mountains, but is Logan Lundy the best prospect in the mountains?
Honestly, in the mountain,
just being honest.
It'll be hard for me to give it to him, for the simple fact that, man, I'll be torn. I know I know what you're meaning, you know, of it, but it just be hard.
I mean, is there an offensive lineman that's that much, you know, that's at the top that is better? Is there a linebacker, or is there? That's what I'm saying, because I mean, we know we got running backs. That's no shortage of running backs.
Well, you know, it's just hard because at the end of the day, when you talk about that, is, you know, it's you talk about their performances, and of course he does. He's a great performance and all that, but I'll be honest with you, if it wasn't, you know, if it wasn't so loaded in that backfield and at Belfry, I would have to put Caden Woolham in that conversation.
Oh, okay.
And Dre and Dre now. I have to put that, you know, and I would have to put him in that conversation, man.
Listen,
what about Boykins from Pikeville? He does everything.
Like I said, I have to wait on him.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, he
didn't get the
opportunity last year. That's why I haven't spoken to any of my guys, because we got some stud seniors. I mean, some studs, and that's why I haven't talked about them. You know, one, we talked about linemen. I mean, we got one of the top linemen here in the mountain. That's Chaz Wayne. He's a center, you know, and all-state center at that.
Yeah.
And you know, he's a stud. But, you know, we get off that subject. You know, getting back to what we was talking about, like, I would like to see that, because, you know, you have to be unselfish in the system, all that. I understand that, but it's just hard.
Yeah,
it's just a hard situation.
It would be hard, and you know, at Belfry, that backfield's going to be nasty with Dre Young.
You got Ace Cox.
Yeah.
Listen, Ace, man. I know they always talk about his size and all, but size don't matter when it comes to that cat. I've seen it.
Couple big ones against Perry.
Listen, man, like, he's a coddle.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it's in his blood.
He's got to rep the name on the front and the back of the
man. And honestly, that's one of the hardest things to do whenever you have to carry a name. And, you know, he's done it great. You know, I know, didn't he get his brother up there with him this year and his cousins?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're going to see, man. I expect him to have a big year.
I've heard Hunter Hilton's been doing a good job in the backfield, too.
Hunter's a stud, dude.
Yep.
He's a stud. Hunter.
I heard Dante Davis is
in. Athletic. I think of him as Birdman.
Yeah.
You know, he's just so freaking athletic, and, you know, he's one of those guys, like, you know, you can put him anywhere. That's what them colleges just slobber over. It's kids like that you can place them anywhere. Like, Hunter, I need you to go play outside. I need you to come play tight end. I need you to come run the ball. I need you to play defensive end. I need you to come play safety. He can do all that.
Hey, here's another kid that I would put up there with Lundy as maybe, you know, the elite athlete at his position is Austin Sperry, Breathitt County.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, at wideout.
Absolutely, yeah. Like, he hands down and on the hardwood. That dude.
Yeah.
That dude. That's the cat that I like. Those cats that plays those multiple sports. I love play. Listen, players, play multiple sports, please. That, I'm telling you, it is the best thing you can ever do for your whole career.
Yeah, there's a lot, and then this year, you know, we're going to talk a lot about the stud running back out of Johnson Central, Carter Conley. I mean, I think that kid is, you know, finally he's going to be healthy this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he's going to be one of the best running backs in the area.
I agree. You know, I agree.
And they got a loaded backfield. They got a couple more too. You know, I mean, it's just how many touches will he get with all them other backs too.
And that's the same situation whenever I'm talking about the Woolham kid, Dre Young, and several of those other guys, and Ace caught on them. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
In those systems, you got to be unselfish.
Yep.
You know, and, you know, that's what makes them so successful. And, you know, so when it comes to, like, rankings and stuff like that, you basically throw it away for the team's success.
That's it. And we got a lot of good wideouts in this area, too.
Yes.
You know, even on, you know, Aiden Barnett at McGoffin County.
Brody
Bucket.
We got the best wide receiver group in the whole mountain.
Yeah,
and I'm going to say that.
Yeah, you got Aiden Burke.
We got Aiden.
Ship.
We got Ducey Prater. We got Tata.
Ship.
We got Malachi Shepard, who I'm gonna tell y'all right now, and he's not gonna surprise us, but he's gonna surprise a lot of people because he just didn't get his touches or something like that. I don't know what happened or whatever, but this kid is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And we can bring in our tight end with Alex Muncy. I mean, I'm telling you right now, we got the best wide receiver group in the mountains.
I'm glad, and Garen Thomas read my mind. If there's one wide receiver group I think that's up there with you guys, I think that's Ashland, and led by Brandon Houston and crew.
Tell them holler at me. We'll see about that.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
I'm just joking. You know I'm joking.
Yeah.
But I totally agree.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I watched him play last year.
Yeah, and Breathitt's got a couple good ones too.
Yes.
So
And they still sling the ball, don't they?
Yep. There's a lot of good wideouts in the mountains right now. And listen, keep your eye on Brody Buck from Floyd Central. He's one that won't get the clout the rest of them get, but this kid can play.
Oh, yeah. I'm still riding with my guys.
We got Mike Conley says it's Jacob Grimm's job right now. Said that Jude is a good athlete, but he's going to say it's Grimm's team. And Dwight Darryl is tuning in. He says, thanks for the folks, all you do. Said, would love you to do some middle school games at Betsy Lane. Said, quarterback Eli Mitchell has a chance to be special. Said, would love for you guys to evaluate him. And we got Betsy Lane on the schedule, so we'll be doing some Betsy Lane Middle School. Garen Thomas says Brandon Houston wideout at Ashland, also up there in the prospects at his position. I agree 100%. Clyde Dingus says if Belfry's backfield stays healthy, they can be one of the best in the state.
I totally agree.
Yep. And Lewis Rattler says you guys.
And I laughed at that. That's totally dumb.
Yeah,
that's a dumb comment. That's the dumbest comment you ever wrote on there. Pikeville is the top team in the mountains. Like, come on.
Yeah, well, and
we was just talking about Boykins too,
Yeah, Boykins is honestly the top athlete in the mountains.
Well, the thing is, Lewis, is we've not got to Pikeville yet. I mean, we're going to talk about the games, and we're going to talk a ton of Pikeville. I promise you. This show is not going to be any shortage of the Pikeville Panthers because right now, them and Johnson Central.
1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
So
1 and 2.
We're going to be talking a ton about them. So just hold your horses a little bit, Lewis. Lewis is a big fan of ours.
I know. That's why I said that was the dumbest one.
Yeah.
You was my guy last year too. Come on, Lewis.
Lewis gets a little excited sometimes. Now let's talk
gotta
about
get Lewis on. You got to be a
Lewis
special
knows
guest.
enough sports.
I know.
Too.
You got to be a special guest of ours. Come over here and get with us.
So,
we're not giving no players. I mean,
Well, I know why, because the quarterback ranking, the other night I asked him what his opinion was, and he said Duty at 1. And
absolutely not.
It's hard to put Duty at 1. He is state champion. He's done it at the other levels, and he may be, before he graduates, may be there.
And you got to understand this is like a preseason thing.
Yep.
So, by the end of the middle of the season, I agree with you, Lewis. He could be.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely could be.
But I want to see what he does with the weapons that he has now.
But I tell you, the 3 quarterbacks ahead of him, that's going to be hard to beat out. In Lundy, Osborne, and Fry. Yeah. So let's talk about the nicest stadiums. What brought this up is somebody posted, they said Texas is crazy about their football, and check this stadium out in Texas.
I can only imagine.
It's crazy. I mean, it looks like a collegiate level stadium.
That is unreal.
Yeah, it looks like a college level stadium. And so we posted, for people to give us their opinions on what are the nicest stadiums in Kentucky and West Virginia. So some of the names that we got, we had Belfry, Floyd Central, Mingo, Ashland, GRC, Frederick Douglass, Hoover, Morgantown, Bluefield, Raceland, and Somerset. Now, a little background, the Bluefield got rated by USA Today as the nicest stadium in the nation. Now,
college stadium.
We got a picture of it there.
It's a college stadium.
So that's Bluefield College, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that don't count.
Yeah, they play on the high school.
Yeah.
But I still don't think that would be the nicest in the nation.
No, they just didn't. We didn't get to submit a picture from up here.
Yeah. Listen, as when we sit here and look at the ones we got, here's the ones that come to my mind. Mingo Central, obviously, I've told you from day one, you are blessed to be able to come up here and coach and see that picturesque view in the background of the mountain outline. And I mean, it's just beautiful up here. I suggest to everybody, if you've not watched a Mingo Central football game up here on the Minor Mountain, come up here and watch. It's going to be hard to find a stadium as nice as this in our area.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then, Floyd Central, I agree. They said the big reason they say Floyd Central is the view up there.
I like their view. I really do.
Yeah.
I actually went up there to look at it and stuff. I love their view.
KJ, you was up there bragging on it last night.
Yes, it's beautiful up there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Then,
but I don't know if it can top what David has up here. I mean, you can walk out there and look at the
sky,
and it's right on top of the mountain.
Now,
it's gorgeous.
Here's one of my favorites is Ashland. Putnam Stadium. It's just got something. When you walk in there, you can feel it.
They got turf now too.
Yeah, and you can feel it. There when you walk in, there's just something special going on.
We played there. Man, it is special.
Yeah.
I like how it sits down in like a hole.
It's special.
It's
like
neat.
at Clemson, you can walk down.
Yeah.
It's special.
I love it.
It was really special though, too, is when I was coaching at Belfry. They had us up under the bleachers. They got a new locker room now, but they had us up under the bleachers, and it was creepy going in there. It was the creepiest thing ever, but yeah.
Now, here we also, Somerset, they got the purple turf, love it. Lawrence County, we got Lawrence County's new field, and the thing.
Lawrence County's field is nice.
Oh yeah, we got a picture of it here. The Lawrence County's field. The thing I like about it is.
Okay. They said that Ashland don't have turf. They get it after this season.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
They're naming it the Clark Pumpkin Shop.
But their sod that they have, it is beautiful. It's so soft. Dude, they got some pretty grass there too.
Yeah, when it rains though, it gets a mess.
It does.
Yeah. Well, don't you remember when Isaac Dixon, when they beat Belfry out, how muddy that game was and nasty? I mean, and that a lot of people said it reminded you back in the '80s when Belfry was accused of watering down the fields. So
I have no clue.
Yep. So
I know we never done any of that when I played over there. We didn't need to.
Well, no, because it was. I mean, at the end of the day,
we was too fast. It slowed all of us
down.
Yeah. Belfry's always had speed though.
Yeah, but I mean, when you go and look at the rest of the stadiums, I mean, listen, I love Hazards the way it's in that bowl. Mm-hmm. Perry Central has a really nice new stadium up there. Trying to think, obviously Breathitt County, the history, is there. Pikeville is beautiful.
Yes.
Pikeville might be the most underrated. That nobody mentioned it, but when you consider their training facilities,
the indoor, they got the top of the top.
I mean, it could very well be, and they got the new turf there this year too. Yeah. But Lawrence County, if you notice on that picture. Pop it up there again, KJ, the picture. Somerset, they started the trend of having football fields in the end zone for kids to play on. They were the ones that first started that.
Right.
How they put like an extra, you see how they got the
extra
field. Well, Lawrence County went one extra and one up to them, put it on both sides.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah, so if you look, I can't wait to get up there and watch a football game at Lawrence County.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty neat.
Yeah, it's going to be very special. And, I'm just saying, if a lot of people like Douglas, I've been to Douglas. Douglas is very nice.
Douglas, I wouldn't even say it Douglas on there. Douglas is very plain.
Now, GRC's got
I would have said GRC before Douglas. Douglas Field is very plain. That's one thing I had a knock on them having that there is just it's just plain now. GRC, they got an indoor facility also. Their field is beautiful. Their whole campus is beautiful, dude.
Yeah,
they got it all. Like we went over there several times and did some stuff with them, And when I tell you they got it, they got it.
We got Ryan Sanders said they wouldn't let the kids play on it in the scrimmage. It's probably just something they're still letting it settle or something. I'd say. So there's probably some reason, but I mean that's the whole purpose of it. But you know, if I had to say personally, the nicest stadium that I've personally covered a game at, hands down, St. X.
Oh yeah.
Hands down.
I'm with you.
Elevators.
That was nice.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That 6A school, them, you know.
Had an elevator.
Yes,
to
sir.
the top of the bleachers.
Yes, sir. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was unreal. And
it was beautiful. It sure was.
But that's the nicest that I've personally ever witnessed is St. X. You know, and then trying to think, you know, just West Virginia. West Virginia, there's not really the nicest, but they got unique ones that I like. I love Man. I like the way you cross, you know, the way it's got, you cross both bridges and you go there. I like it. You know, it's just, you got that hometown feel there. And then it's right in the middle of town. And then Logan's on the island is really nice.
We just played over there. It's always nice. But I'm going to tell you what, on that visitor side, KJ, tell them, boy, that's why you see me with the towel. I was literally about to pass out. It was so hot.
It was hot.
It wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And,
the home side's got that shade over there.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard for many years, since we've been covering this, everybody always says that Logan's turf gets as hot, if not hotter, than any other turf, and they can't figure out what the reasoning is.
Because the sun sits there and they don't go down. Yeah. Like, it literally sits. And we're literally looking up. I'm like, man, I know this got to go down sometime. Yep. And it never did it? It never went down.
And then just the colors, you got to put Chapmanville in there.
Oh,
the colors, the turf just pops. That orange, that black. I mean, it's beautiful there.
Yes.
But you know, I'm the type. I like the, you know, I like the ones like Ashland that's got like feel to it.
Yeah,
you know, that football feel.
Stuff,
yeah, I'm not big on stadiums that's got tracks around it. I don't like a lot of them. I like Tulsa Stadium, Tug Valley's. I like theirs, you know, and
I don't.
I do. I like just because the way it's like over there. It sucks because it gets flooded a lot there, so they can't ever, you know, they'll never get turf or anything there unless they move it or raise it or something.
That would be something I'm just not a big
I
grass.
like natural grass.
I'm just not a big grass guy no more. But no.
And then
now I'm big. Now you seen Herbert Hoover's?
They just upgraded it. It's supposed to be real nice.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Now, I've not seen their new one.
Oh my goodness.
Now I wasn't really impressed by their old one. You know, down there by the river.
Well, yeah, that's the great. They got a whole new.
But it was so muddy when I was there, and the big reason is I thought the press box, you know, was a little outdated because it's so small up there. Mm-hmm. But I did like the way it was down there on the river, though. I did like that.
Oh, and they got a whole new everything. Their press box is big as ours, or bigger.
Okay. And that's a big advantage.
And I think Wes Wilson created that field too.
Did he?
Yep. Sure did.
That when it's cold there,
I know it's ice.
Cold.
Yes, because that river.
Yes,
I remember playing in Erlanger, Kentucky, at Lower Memorial.
That was the coldest game I've ever been in.
I'll never forget Coach Mick. We had these mustard seeds. Yep. He brought them to us after we beat them. And me just being me, I couldn't help it. He brought them to us, and he's like, we planting these in the grass, on the ground. And I'm like, how's these going to grow? And this ground is frozen. He said, just plant it, David. I said, okay.
that Lloyd Memorial was by far the coldest game I've ever witnessed. Yeah. Thomas Rainey says St. X, that's easy.
Absolutely,
so, yes,
Maestro, absolutely.
You're on there. Tim Dixon says Wayne has a awesome natural grass stadium.
And I've seen that. They do, too. Yeah. They really do.
I like it, too. Guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to do Pigskin Pickle. Come right back and join us as we get you caught up on Week 1 games in the Bluegrass State.
If you're looking for a great selection and a great experience for your next Harley-Davidson, come on down to Mountain State Harley-Davidson here in Del Barton, West Virginia.
We have new 2023 models in stock and ready for delivery. Special financing available.
Or choose pre-owned with one of the largest inventories in the tri-state area with great low prices.
Visit our showroom filled with licensed Harley-Davidson apparel and more.
Don't write that check until you check with us, Mountain State Harley-Davidson, 61 Priest Bottom Road, or visit us online at mountainstatehd.com.
Looking for a great selection, great prices, and a great experience on your next ATV, motorcycle, or side-by-side? Come check out Kiefer's Kawasaki.
Our number one goal is to offer you the best power sport experience at a great price.
Like this new 23 Kawasaki Teryx 4 for only $17,999. Before you write that check, check with us. And remember, your adventure starts here at Kiefer Kawasaki. Route 44 South, Jerry West Highway in Logan, or visit KiefersPowersports.net.
Trailhead Bar and Grill in Maplewood, West Virginia is making sure trail riders and locals are staying happy and full. One thing's a guarantee at Trailhead is great food and great service. Come watch your favorite ball game, have a party, or we'll host your events at Trailhead Bar and Grill, proud supporter of the Mingo Central Miners and all mountain athletes. If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
Crunch time. Pig skin pickle.
You're back here with the Crunch Time crew. David Jones, Darryl McCoy, producer KJ on the boards. We got a lot of people tuning in here as Tim Dixon tuning in. He says, keep watching the Wayne Pioneers. And we got Donovan Valdalamar, LaQuise Struthers, Aiden Burke, all tuning in. Your players saying good evening, guys. So definitely like to see the Miners tuning in.
Yeah, good evening, fellas.
Listen, Coach Jones is going to go look. Make sure you hit that share button so we can go and get this spreaded out as we are getting ready to do pig skin pickle. And before we get started, Clyde Dingus says you could have a quarterback with the offensive line they had.
He's talking to Lewis.
Lundy.
No, he's talking about Lewis. Him and Lewis is going back. He's talking about dude.
Then we got Ashley Dalton says, how you doing, KJ? So,
what's up, my man, Ashley?
Out there.
Yeah.
Ashley's my buddy.
Ashley Dalton's got a good quarterback coming up in Dakota Dalton.
Dude, I tell you what, I seen him, man. He has growed.
He's going to be one of the top.
Growed.
Next year coming into high school.
He's not going to, but he is.
Yep. I agree.
I mean, when I seen pictures of him there that Ashley was posting, I mean, he has shot up.
Says Coach David is the best in the mountains. So
he's trying to get some playing time.
There you go.
He's great. He's a great corner for us.
Pigskin Pick'em, KJ. Throw it up there. Who do we got? Week 1.
All right, let's do Raceland Ashland.
Oh wait. $100, guys.
Why, yeah.
Let's get it.
You know, I won it last year.
All right, there we go. $100. Now, who was the first game?
Raceland and Ashland.
Raceland Ashland.
Who go? I go first.
We'll let you go first.
Why I always gotta go
we'll let
first?
KJ. Raceland Ashland. Who you got, KJ?
I'm going to Ashland.
You got Ashland?
I'm going to Ashland at home. It's hard to win there at Putnam. I know Raceland's tough. I'm going to Ashland.
I'm going to go, man, this is almost a 50-50 game. I'm going to go, I don't know what the weather's like. See if it will come in play because Raceland's fast, man. I'm going to go Raceland.
You go Raceland?
Yeah.
I'm going to go Ashland.
I don't feel good about it, but
I'm going to go Ashland.
All right.
All right, we got Belfry at Breathitt.
Belfry at Breathitt. Now, this will be a tough one, man. And you know, just from what I've seen, videos from the scrimmage, I mean, Belfry always starts out slow. You know, and this is a tough, I mean, Philip Haywood didn't hide from anybody on this schedule. And this is a tough one to go down there to Jackson and try to come out with a week 1 win. But that being said, I'm gonna take. Actually, I'm gonna take.
So Darryl's taking breath.
Yeah, and the reason why is, I had quite a few coaches come up to me and was bragging on Breathitt in their preseason games, said they looked like they was in mid-season form. And this was in the middle of the season, I would switch it around, but being first game at Breathitt, I'm going to take Breathitt.
KJ?
And it's another one. I don't feel good about it, but
I'm going to go Belfry.
I'm going to go Belfry also.
You're going Belfry? You two on the same page? KJ, third game, who we got?
Betsy Lane versus Berea.
I'm going to go Betsy Lane.
I'm going Betsy Lane. I think that Coach Darryl and Coach Quillen, I think they got things clicking right now. And, I think they're going to have a chance to go up there and get the dub.
I'm going Betsy Lane.
So Betsy Lane, 3 Betsy Lanes, everything okay?
Yep.
Who we got?
Greenup County at Cold Grove, Ohio.
Go Greenup.
Yeah, I don't know much about Cold Grove, Ohio, but I do know Tyson Salmons is a man amongst boys, and so I'm gonna ride that train till it derails.
I'm going Greenup. Morgan County at East Ridge.
I'm gonna go East Ridge.
Listen, I'm going with East Ridge, and I'm telling you guys, this year, one of the biggest seasons will come from Stevie Todd Lane. I think he is primed and ready to have a special season, senior season.
I know them colleges need to jump on him right now. That kid he's solid.
And he puts in the work.
He puts in the work. He's solid, man. And they need to get on board and getting him. He's a solid linebacker.
Now, I think.
And he can also run the rock.
I'm there with you. I mean, listen, he's one with as good as UPike's recruited lately. That's one that they need to get on and seal him
right
up.
now.
Yep.
Yes.
And Isaiah Atkins is another kid.
He's a stud.
Yeah, he's
stud athlete.
So I'm definitely going with East Ridge. Who you got?
I'm going Morgan County.
You're going Morgan? Okay.
East Carter at Estill County.
East Carter versus Estill.
I don't know anything.
Let me ask you this: do you know Estill County's nickname?
The Engineers.
Engineers. Yeah.
The
I drive right by there when I take my girls to college.
Did you know that's where one of the Backstreet Boys is from, Kevin?
No, I didn't. Yeah, I knew he's from Kentucky, but I didn't know.
He's from.
I thought he's from Lexington.
He's from Estill County.
Aren't they in the same district with Belfry now, Estill and Powell?
Yeah. So our Crunch Time fans, now that we're covering 14th region, they're going to get to know Estill County quite a bit. So Estill, East Carter, I'm going with East Carter.
I'm gonna go East Carter.
East Carter.
Yeah, Eli Eastep up there, man. He's a quarterback that we didn't mention, but he could have a good season and put his name up there toward the top of that list.
Oh yeah.
Bath County at Fairview.
Bath County.
Bath County.
Bath County. Fleming County at Henry Clay.
I'm gonna go Henry Clay just because they're 6A school. And I'm gonna go Henry Clay.
Belfry used to play Henry Clay every year, it seemed like. And you can never say Henry Clay without saying 6A Henry Clay.
Yeah.
But that being said, I'm going to take Nate Rourke and the Fleming County Panthers.
I'm going to go Henry Clay. Not Central at Jenkins.
Not.
I'm
going to go not.
Not.
Yeah, not. I think it's going to take Jenkins a little bit to get,
back get it rolling. Yeah. I like what they're
Here's a good one. Madison Central at Johnson Central.
Johnson Central.
Yep. Isn't Corey at Madison?
Yeah.
Corey Chapman? Yeah, I'm taking Johnson Central.
No, I'm taking Johnson Central. Johnson Central is they're going to compete for the state title this year.
Yep.
Nicholas County at Lewis County.
Nicholas County at Lewis County.
Yep.
Nicholas County just got a new head coach. Lewis County, we know several guys over there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Nicholas County.
I'm taking Aiden, Cooper, and Lewis.
Yeah, I'm going Lewis.
So I don't know nothing about Lewis like that.
Darryl went up there last year and did a ball game, didn't you?
Yeah, they got a stud QB. But the pieces around them. I mean, they're not great, but they're a team. I mean, they're not going to be a powerhouse, but they're a team that could win some ball games that you wouldn't think they would.
Right.
Hazard at Martin County.
That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, man, that's a really good one. At Martin County, it's in Inez at the Rock.
Give me Martin County. All right, Martin.
I'm going Martin County too.
I'm riding the train now.
Going Martin County at home.
I'm riding the train, baby.
I got to go to Hazard tomorrow and cover a game. This is a tough one. I can't pick against the Cardinals right now. I've seen too much improvement.
That's me too. I can't pick against them.
Yeah.
Floyd Central at Paintsville.
Paintsville.
Floyd Central at Paintsville? Yeah, Paintsville. Listen, this game right here could be a lot closer than people think, though. The only thing that's making me pick Paintsville is Floyd Central. Their QB may or may not be playing. So, don't be surprised if Sean Hager, don't play this one close.
Oh, yeah.
Somerset at Perry Central.
Give me Somerset on this one. I hate to pick against Perry, but I know Somerset got a heck of a coach now. He came from Danville, and I think he's going to do some big things, get them back on the rolling schedule.
I'm going to take the Briar Jumpers, too.
Yeah, give me Somerset. West Carter at Pike Central.
Give me Pike Central. I'm going with Knuckles here. This is his debut, and I'm going to ride with Knuckles. Okay, I'm going to ride with him.
There you go.
They got a lot more guys that they can feed the ball to, spread the ball around instead of just giving it, to one guy. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Pike Central. Come on now, baby.
That's showing a lot of faith. You know, freshman QB coming in, and the things. Man, this one's tough, man, because West Carter has the history, of being a really good team year in, year out. But with that, I don't know. I'm going to take West Carter.
Yeah, I'm going West Carter. Leslie at Prestonsburg. You're all doing that game. Yeah.
I'm going to have to go with Prestonsburg, man.
We're going to Coach Burgersburg.
I'm going to have to go with Prestonsburg, man. I just know too many of those kids. And
they graduated a lot, man.
Oh, they did?
They graduated a lot from last year. And
well, guess what? We're calling that game Prestonsburg. Here we come, Black Cats.
Well, they're going to be facing.
I'm trying to get a hot dog. I ain't trying to get nothing with my hot dog.
Well, they're going to be facing the fighting Tim Couches of Leslie County, and as we've seen, Mr. Collette, Landry Collette, at Leslie County was one of the Dirty Dozen, and I mean, they're going to have the opportunity to put some numbers up, but I think that Prestonsburg got a couple transfers in that I think could really make an impact on the defensive side of the ball. And I think it being at home, it's going to be a great atmosphere. I'm going to go with the Black Cats.
I'm going to go with Leslie. Pikeville at Pulaski, but it's not at Pulaski, it's at Corbin.
Yeah, at Corbin.
Pikeville and Pulaski.
Pulaski County, the Maroons.
And by the way, they're saying that new Corbin Stadium is going to be unreal.
I know, I heard.
Yep.
I heard. That's a
It's a 5A school.
that's a tough one. Pulaski always bring it, guys.
Yeah, and remember last year, they hit Belfry
35 to
right, game 1.
35-14. They beat Belfry.
Boy, oh boy.
Now
I already
remember,
picked first. Y'all gotta go.
they only got Pikeville only has 3 home games this year on the schedule.
Oh really?
Yeah, and one of them's Johnson Central in the Pike County Bowl.
Yeah, they didn't shy away from nobody. Pikeville's got a tough schedule.
We're not the only ones that got 4 home games.
Yeah. So they got two legit home games and then the Pike County Bowl. But I
think it's going to be a good game.
I do too, man. I think it's going to be a really good game. This is a hard one, man. Hell, I can't go against the Panthers. Give me the Panthers.
Yo.
Give me Pikeville.
I'm gonna go with Piper.
You going with Pikeville too?
Yes, sir.
All right. Like I said, Pulaski County, they catch people off guard in that first game.
Yeah, I think Pikeville, they're just that even including that freshman class that come in, dude, they're studs.
Yeah, Lawrence County at Rowan County.
Lawrence County.
Lawrence at Rowan. I got to ride with Coach Short and the crew.
Yeah, I'm going to Lawrence. Mason County at Russell.
Mason County.
Yeah, I'm over. Well, no, give me Russell.
That's a tough one. What Mason went undefeated last year through the season? Triple A.
Wait.
You already said Russell, but no. You said Russell. That's what you gonna get.
I'm going Mason.
All right, I'm gonna go with Mason. I couldn't remember if Carson Patrick graduated or not. And then, listen, Caleb Brimmer, 2-sport athlete. Watch out for that young man on the football field. But I'm going to go with Mason, too.
Letcher Central at Shelby Valley.
Now, this is a tough one.
It's going to be a tough one.
Listen, me and KJ covered this game last year.
It was back and forth.
Yeah,
and, it was a freaking, it
yards
was
up on yards.
Offense on both ends. And
it was like 58 to 55 was the final score or something
Yep.
like that. It was just back and forth.
And I tell you, the coach's son's going to be really good for Letcher. And they're a big school, but them graduating Jonah Little, I don't know who they got at QB. So right now I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go with Shelby Valley. I think Shelby Valley is going to have a special season.
Yeah, I'm going Shelby Valley.
Give me Valley.
Okay.
Up next is Boyd County at South Point, Ohio.
South Point.
Give me Boyd County.
Against South Point?
Give me Boyd County.
I'm going to go with Boyd. I'm going to go with Rhett Holbrook and Lions.
And our last game, this is on Saturday, McGoffin County at Montgomery County.
I ain't seen McGoffin, but it's hard for me to go against my man over there.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Coach Darryl. But I think Montgomery had a good season last year.
Yeah, I'm going to go with McGoffin.
I'm going to go with Montgomery.
Yeah, no. Give me Montgomery.
So we got 1 McGoffin and 2 Montgomery.
Yeah, I'm going with Darryl. All right, guys, we're going to take our last commercial break. We'll be right back here on Crunch Time.
Southside Buildings and Carports and Southside Shed Hunters of Louisa, Kentucky offers shed hauling services up to 16 by 52 long buildings. We also have lofted cabins, utility cabins, garages, man caves, she sheds that you can customize and order to your wants and needs with many different options such as workbenches, shelving, transom windows, and much more. You can go to the location or buy using 3D Builder's online order system. You can build right from your own home. We offer metal garages and carports that are built to any size and installed right on your property. For more info, call 304-928-0060 or 304-928-0062. Here at Southside Buildings and Carports, we've got you covered.
Looking for a new pharmacy? Howard Family Pharmacy offers fast and friendly service and convenient drive-thrus at both locations.
Back here on episode 1, season 3 of Crunch Time. Darryl, McCoy, David Jones, producer KJ. Guys, final segment here, and we got a lot to talk about to finish this segment off. And we're going to start with some big transfer news in the college ranks. Isaac Dixon transfers to Richmond, leaves Lexington for Richmond, and they'll be playing, I think it is, week 2. And it's going to be interesting because we got Grant Bingham, Carson Wright.
Oh, they
still
play
at
Kentucky?
Yeah, they play. So Dixon will have his chance.
We need to ask Al Holland what happened last time they played Kentucky.
Well, it's going to it'll be interesting, but your thoughts on Isaac Dixon?
I mean, Dixon, whatever he put his mind to, he's going to do it. The fit, I think, is a better fit than Kentucky was. Just the system, how the system is. I thought that if he went and played at Kentucky, he would have to play a different position.
Yeah.
At EKU, I think he's right there at home. He can play multiple positions, so they can use him at kick return. They can use him at slot, in the backfield, and on a lot of other special teams too.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be great. Dixon will probably go down as one of the greats there at EKU if given opportunity.
I think this was a huge get for EKU.
Absolutely.
I think EKU will do exactly what you said. I think EKU will find a way to put the ball in his hands every chance they get.
Yes.
Whether it's on special teams, whether it's in the backfield. EKU has Mr. Football sitting in their backfield. That's huge for EKU.
Beyond that, absolutely.
Yeah.
They got both of them there. They got one at quarterback and one at running back.
Yes.
Cam Harrigan from Beechwood.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to have.
Then you got Hensley on the outside from Pike.
Yeah, Hensley's there.
Yep.
They're loaded over there.
Yep.
They're absolutely loaded.
Dixon's going to have to set a year, though. They already got it. Their senior running back's All-American.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's going to help him get used to the program, them get used to him. And, once that, Dixon's going to be fine.
Yeah.
He's going to be fine, man. And, some places, it just don't work out.
Yep.
And he did the right thing. I'm not going to go sit behind no one if I don't have to and go get another opportunity, knowing this opportunity is better than the one I'm at. So as long as he go there and be ready, he's going to be fine.
Yeah, I think so as well. And, that's going to be a hard ticket to get that EKU one because there's going to be a lot of people wanting to go to that one because there's going to be a lot of Mountain Stars in that one. I mean, am I missing any? I know Carson Wright and Bingham is at UK.
Jackson, Hensley, and Dixon, and Harrigan from Beechwood's at EKU.
So, that's going to be it's going to be a game that, I think there's going to be a lot of storylines, and I think that, obviously, I think Kentucky will be a heavy favorite, but, it's going to be a fun ball game for all fans here in the Bluegrass. So, as we go on here, I want to talk real quick about a former Belfry Pirate, Jeremy Still, got named, got Rogers Park. Now, Rogers Park, if you play basketball in the mountains or on Pond Creek, if you grew up playing basketball, there's a good chance that you've played at Rogers Park. I mean, Rogers Park and West End down at the Cages was by far the two infamous street ball courts in Pond Creek, Williamson area. And Jeremy grew up growing there. Jeremy now has, he's come down with, what is it, ALS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And, I went to school with Jeremy.
Yeah.
KJ no, you was a year older than him, but Jeremy was one of my best friends growing up, and it's very hard to see him go through this because he was so active and honestly one of the best human beings you'll ever meet in your life. Like, I don't know that he's ever done anybody wrong in his life.
Yeah, that's sad.
He's that kind of guy. And, to see him going through this is rough, but I know it put a smile on his face to see Rogers Park, where we grew up playing on. I mean, where we was every day after school, we was there playing. For them to name that Jeremy Steele Court, that was the best thing in the world for him. And I'm just glad that they put this sign up. Did you pop it up there, KJ? I'm glad that they finally put that sign up, and hopefully they go in there and they repave it and maybe redo the goals and make it into something special, because it's got a name of a special man.
Yeah, that's I'm glad that they did that, man. That's big time. I seen whenever it happened. I seen that you and Booby got to go over there. And,
I stopped in. I stopped in and seen him a few weeks ago too.
That's great, man. And our prayers go out to him, and I wish him the best. I really do.
Now, as you look around the mountains right now, one of the biggest stories this summer has been UPike. UPike has found a way to land some big name recruits. I don't know how they're doing it, but something changed over the last year, and they have landed some Division I caliber kids. I mean, they got Landon Smith there from EKU.
Thinking a lot of it has to do with the players there.
Yeah.
They're helping recruit. That's how recruiting goes. They're helping recruit that in. Now is if we can put the hometown kids on the field. It's okay. Yeah, everybody likes when they get on, but play them.
Yeah.
You got to play them. You can't get the kids to come here and then you try to go out and get this one and that one from the city. There's nobody gonna come to them games to watch them kids. They're gonna come and watch these hometown kids that can play.
Yep, that's
it. That is the way. That's how you do it. And for me, that's what I want to go watch. And they can play. They're coming from if they get the opportunity. Sonny Nim's teams, they showed them that they can play. X and all, they showed them that they can play.
Yep.
Just give them that opportunity and let them play. And
Coach Phipps has done a fabulous job up there. He's surrounded himself with great coaches, and now UPike is getting the best of the best. Used to, you would have a player, maybe go to Cumberland's, a player go to Union, a player go to Georgetown. Now, the very best players in the mountains are staying home and going to UPike.
Well, they need to get up to Mingo Central and recruit us because they haven't.
Well, I guarantee Coach Phipps will be.
Well, I hope so. So get up.
You got to think, before this point, it was a couple rough years up here. So
but still, they got the emails.
Yeah, it's going to be something. I think you're going to see a lot of UPike up here. And last year we went down Scott. We told them, we said, when we come, kids are going to get offers. And within first 2 weeks, we had UPike there at the school.
Yep.
And seeing our guy Jaden Sharps, who's at UPike, right?
No, he went to Fairmont.
Did he?
Yep.
Yeah. I knew they offered him, but it's a situation, and that's another thing with Scott that really sucks right now, is because we grew a relationship with the kids there last year, and the people in the community, fabulous people there at Madison and Danville. But we done our quarterback ranking because Matt Fry was a kid, one of the reasons that we went there. And Matt Fry, we didn't want to leave him out of our quarterback ranking because we covered him last year. We got that relationship, but what sucks is right now we're not for sure if we're going to be covering Scott this year, if we'll still have him on our slate. So that's still yet to be seen. We'll find that out in the next week.
I don't think we are. I thought they put out something that they was going with somebody else.
Yeah, they're going with another. As far as streaming goes, they're not going to allow us to stream games.
Right.
They went with another network, which listen, to each their own.
You can't do this. I'm not even.
It sucks that they made that decision because we know what we can do for the kids in the program. But I got all the respect in the world for them. But at the end of the day, we're still in the next week.
You gotta stop these exclusive deals. They don't let they don't allow your team to have other medias come in here and help your kids.
Yep.
That simple.
That's it. And especially when you do an exclusive, with streaming companies, it just sucks because it holds your kids back. And, the big thing is, we're still trying to figure out if we're going to, within the next week, before game 1, we will know if Scott will be in our coverage area moving forward. We got to shore some things up this week, and if them things don't happen, then we can't stream there. So, we're going to take our efforts and put them in the 14th region, where we're already at. So we're going to take them efforts there, and we're going to move them people over there. So, hopefully things land where we can still keep them in our coverage area, even though we're not streaming them. But, that's something that's still yet to be said.
The kids need
Absolutely.
it. Don't single these kids down to one network.
Especially if you sign a deal like that with an exclusive company, then it absolutely don't. But if you sign that deal, with them, you also, you still got to have D&D there to help the kids on the back end, because other networks can't do what we do.
You need to get in rankings. You need to get a different platform. Like I said, all media is welcome here on the mountain. I promise you, for all sports. I know all sports would want that here. All media is welcome on the mountain.
That's the thing, there's a difference. I understand, with the streaming side of it, but, as far as covering, you want as many media outlets as you can to come and cover your team.
Absolutely, dude.
Yep.
My goodness.
So, that's definitely going to be interesting, but we'll find out. Hopefully, things work out to where we can still keep them in our coverage area and give them kids the credit, because we know that they're going to need it.
They got some studs over there.
Yeah, but we'll have to find out. Thank goodness that we got some good partners there that I think will make it happen to where we can still cover them and make up for, not getting to see them every night on D&D. So as we move on here, Jenkins' first year as a football program, we've seen, I think Phelps, Morgan County, and Jenkins all dropped out of district play. Do you see them 3 teams ever moving up to being what they used to be?
Jenkins and who? Phelps
and Morgan County. Will we see them in district play anytime soon?
I don't think it'd be anytime soon, because I really couldn't tell you, Darryl, because I know whenever I was at Phelps, I got out of that one year, and we was able to go back into that following year and compete very well.
Yeah.
But I just don't know. There's just so much more going on nowadays that kids isn't playing, or it's just a tough situation, dude. But I would hope and pray that they will finally go back in, because that just make Kentucky football better whenever you got those small schools.
Yep.
And and they're within the vicinity of each other. Jenkins and Phelps is actually in the same district.
Yeah, that's the thing is, and that's interesting thing. Phelps, they produce some athletes.
Yes.
They just it's something that you got to get your best athletes playing multiple sports.
Yeah.
And that's where, with Phelps, you got to figure out how do you get them kids off the hardwood to come play football.
That's what we did. We when I was there, we had football, baseball, basketball players. We had them all. They all played every sport. The key thing is us coaches worked very well together.
Yep.
We all worked great together. And we never took from this and took from that. When it was this sport, it was this sport. When it was this sport, it was that sport. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the real key to it, is the coaches have to work together to help. And then not only that, now it helped me a lot too that Brody helped me get kids out.
Yeah.
And Coach Avina from the baseball, he helped me get kids out, even though he was baseball coach and he coached football also. So we all worked great together, and the ultimate goal was to turn that program around, that's what we did.
Yeah.
And we did that in all sports. It wasn't just football. Everybody wanted to talk about football because it was the most down program, but football was good, basketball was good, and baseball was good also.
They all was.
Yeah.
And that was one thing you would have liked to see continue, but I mean, it just I don't know. I don't know what happened there when you left, but whatever happened, I mean, they started trending the opposite direction, and you hate to see that because Phelps is such a special community.
Yeah,
and hopefully they get back on top, and I think that Justin McCoy and I think Cameron Smith will get them there on the basketball court.
You got the right men involved now.
Yeah.
And Randy Smith with the back football. Yeah. Great guy. He's one that he'll work real well with them. And I forget is it who's the baseball coach again? Is it Robert?
Oh,
He's still the baseball coach. See, they all know each other.
Yeah.
So they shouldn't miss a beat. Start getting it rolling again. I know they got a lot of youth over there, so it should be rolling soon.
They do, I hope so. And Jenkins, listen, anything that Damian Johnson does, I think is going to be a success. Yeah. And he's really put a priority on making that football thing work. And he understood. We talked about it many days. And I've told him, when we talked, I said, for Jenkins to thrive and continue to rise to the top, you've got to give these folks in this community something to do on Friday nights.
Right.
And that's what they've done. That Friday night football game means more to the community in Jenkins than it does most places, because a city like Jenkins, that's all they are to do.
Right.
So I'm very happy to see them back playing football. Ashley Dalton says, you got to get me one of them lights. Listen, Chapmanville's been good to us. Listen, Coach,
we're going to have to work that out for you, big dog.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to get him one for his office there. Zach Belcher, listen, at Chapmanville, he's stepping in for Coach Barker. By the way, we may have some special news coming. Our games at Chapmanville may have the voice of the Tigers on them this season, so we're still working it out. Yes, it will be monsters. Coach Belcher doing everything he needs to do to get his kids promoted there. Fabulous job stepping in, taking over for Coach Barker. And I think that Chapmanville, a lot of people's counting them out without Brody Dalton Farmer.
Who?
Chapmanville.
We're not.
No, you can't.
They're going to be. They're going to be solid.
They're going through a rebuilding process.
No, they're not.
But Belcher's got them on cue right now.
Yeah, they're not. We've been around them quite a few this summer, and listen.
Defensively, they are nice.
Yeah, they got it.
Yeah, so the Craddock kid, love him.
They be just fine. That coaching staff's a good coaching staff too, man.
Very good.
I'll tell you that.
Very good. And this Friday, I think we'll have Chapmanville scrimmage, and then we'll have Prestonsburg versus Leslie County, and we may or may not have another one, but we're still trying to work that out. We'll figure that out before then and let you folks at home know. But David, crunch time every week. We will be live right here, Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Make sure, actually, next week we may be live on Sunday.
Yeah.
Because David's first game is on Thursday against Toke Valley.
It's complete focus.
So we'll be live Sunday through, or Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday one. That way Wednesday, he can be focused on the game. But probably on Sunday, but we will let you folks know.
I'll have also, before we forget, I'll have us a special guest on here, one of my coaching staff. So I'm gonna bring them on, and so we can get to scatter their brain a little bit.
Okay, definitely. But guys, make sure that you spread the word. Crunch time is back. Listen, if you're a business, get on here. There's no better way. I mean, if you watched, we carried almost 100 people the entire show tonight. There's no better way to reach the amount of people for the price we do. By the end of the day, this show will be seen by 6,000-7,000 people, and that's something that nobody else, not even the TV business around here, can match. So make sure if you own a business, you reach out to us to promote your business while helping mountain athletes. So you get a twosome there. And if you would like for Crunch Time to come to your business, reach out to us, and we'll maybe be able to set up a remote So make sure you guys
I
reach
love
out
doing
for
remote,
that.
especially you food places.
Yes.
I love remote
Yep.
when it's food, baby.
Listen, Justin Markham, by the way, Markham Law Office is back on board. When he used to have his restaurant there, we'd go in there.
I tore them ribs up.
He always said, he said, I'm glad you do this show here. He said, because when you guys come, he said, I triple what it costed me to get you guys here. He said, because the people that come in and watch the show and want to grub. So make sure you guys reach out if you want to grow your business and grow it the right way while
Appreciate
helping
it,
mountain
guys.
athletes.
Appreciate it, Tim, Bandy, and Justin.
Yep. Guys, once again, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. The producer KJ, David Jones, Darryl McCoy. Guys, we will see you Friday night. Till next time, so long and good night.